Hello, I have an idea for you, Elon Musk. I, 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 I want you to get as much gummy bears as you like, and probably add them as a payload to whatever rocket you want, like Falcon 9 or Falcon Heavy, and let's see what happens to them when they get launched into space. I'd like to see what happens to the orbit because I want to see if it dies down or it stays in orbit and freezes. And then we'll just have a few gummy bears in orbit. I have this game called Spaceflight Simulator, and I built your Falcon Heavy rocket. And let me get it. It's very laggy. So I built a Falcon 9 rocket that has your car and has that car as its payload. And oh, I accidentally put a fuel tank right there. And I also have, where is it? I have a Falcon 9 with a Dragon capsule. This is as close as I could get it. And shoot, what did I just do? I accidentally took away that. And I also have a regular Falcon 9. I just need to find it. I have a reusable Falcon 9. These are landing legs right here. And it has just a satellite as its payload. And I have a Crew Dragon stacked onto the Falcon 9 rocket. And I also have an abort test Crew Dragon. I also have a Falcon 1 right here. And it also has its own launch pad right here, made out of structural parts, which are these right here. And I added a satellite. I got the satellite from someone's video. And I also have a Starship SN5. It's the SN5 prototype. And that's all the rockets. That's all your rockets that I have right now. But I'm gonna get some more soon. Once I get better at clip glitching parts, which clip glitching is where you take two parts and take one or two parts, put them together. They get all transparent. They get transparent, but they have a new selecting thingy, and if you select them select both of them and just hold them or move them, they are not transparent anymore. Because what happens if they're transparent is they just get deleted, and you don't want that to happen. Because look, now it's just one fuel tank. Also, know that there might be a supernova that we may be able to see in 2022. It's two binary stars colliding, because astronomers have noticed the changes in its brightness, and that means they're getting closer and closer. Yeah. So they're just gonna orbit, and they get closer and closer and closer until they collide. And they just form a massive supernova, and we'll be able to see it from the naked eye. It's going to be like right over there. Mm-hmm. And I heard you're planning to go to Mars in 2024 and planning to go to the moon in 2023. I also built, So you know the NASA Mars 2020 launch? I built the full Atlas V, and I have a Perseverance rover right over here, and it's covered inside of fairings that kind of cover the whole second stage, and they seem black in the blueprint, but that's just so you can see stuff that's white in there. But really, once you take them outside, they're white and you can't see the object anymore. And if you just tap them, they'll separate, and you can see the item, and you can see a payload. You probably already know what that is. Thanks for listening to me and considering my idea. Okay, so now I am launching your Falcon Heavy rocket with a few satellites as its payload. And liftoff. And I'm gonna start my roll program as soon as that hits about 1,000 meters up in the air. And that's not gonna take long because this rocket zooms. Oh, well, that's fine. I can start rolling right now. And you always need to check your map because then it'll show you what your orbit looks like. Right now I'm not in orbit yet because we're gonna hit the ground, as you can see right there. If I stop the engine. And just once that exits at the highest point exits out of the atmosphere, I'm just gonna start turning completely sideways. There we go. Might just throttle down the engines, and now we just have this stage that just looks like a Falcon 9. And the rocket isn't reusable, so I can't land the 2 stages. And that's the 2 right back there. And now I just need to focus in on the 2nd stage, turn these 2 engines on, and then now we just activate these engines, and once I'm ready, I'll be able to jettison the fairings. I'm gonna jettison the fairings now. Focus the camera right there. I just jettisoned the fairings. There we go. And now the satellites are right here. I put about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 satellites. Let me just get it into an orbit. I just need to make sure this will exit the atmosphere. I've got an elliptical orbit. Now all I need to do is just do this. And now deploy that, and deploy this. And now they're satellites all together. Let me just focus in on them. Let me just focus in on one of them. And these are all the satellites. And this was the top satellite, and these are all the bottom satellites, and that's a full Falcon Heavy mission. And this right here is 1,508.9 kilometers up in the air, and this is 31.8 kilometers up in the air, and that's just above the atmosphere.
Okay, do you want to tell them what your goal is? What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to work at your company, SpaceX, when I grow up.
Say bye.
Bye. Whoa.